Hello and welcome. I am Cuff Me Up, and this is another part to my legendary adventure. Now, before we begin, I recommend you head into Lion's Arch and head into the pirate jumping puzzle. There is currently the most adorable NPC in the entire game there, and I think it's only going to be there for the span of Halloween, so I recommend you go check it out. Anyway, when it comes to how our progress is, we have just made the Gift of Magic. Now, when it comes to getting the components, I mainly bought all the materials off of the trading post, which required quite a bit of gold, but thanks to my node farming, I was able to do that easily. Now, where I would farm would be Southsun Cove, Frostgorge Sound, Malcor's Leap, and the Cursed Shore. Originally, or if you've been following the videos, originally my plan was only to farm Frostgorge Sound and Southsun Cove with each of my characters. But it turns out Malcor's Leap and the Cursed Shore are just way more profitable. Whereas Southsun Cove, you can get about 2 Ancient Woodlog nodes and 2 Orichalcum nodes. In like Malcor's Leap, you'd get at least 4 of each type of node in Malcor's Leap, so it's much more profitable to do that there. Who is this? Yeah, go away. Sorry. Anyway, and yeah, that's how I got all the materials needed for the Gift of Magic. And it was painful, because all the materials together are worth about 200 gold, so it was hard to press that forge button. Anyway, what we used was 250 piles of crystal and dust, 250 elaborate totems, 250 vials of powerful blood, and 250 powerful venom sacs. Now, the next component we will be getting is the Gift of Might, which is essentially the same as the Gift of Magic. Just farming as much as you can, and, buying the materials off the trading post. Or if you're champion farming, for example, you can get quite a bit of your tier 6 materials that way. So, I will just continue my current farming route. I will farm the Orichalcum and Ancient Woodlog nodes in Ore, Frostgorge, and Southsun. And that's how I'm going to get most of my money. And just as a quick side note before we continue, the reason this segment took so long, because, well, I honestly, if I tried harder or farmed with every single one of my characters every day, I probably would have gotten this done like a week or two ago. Shortly after the last segment. It's just, there was a time where I had to take a break, and I decided to level up one of my characters instead. The character is already at like level 60, so I decided, what the hell, I'll just get her to level 80. A lot of work. The thing is, when you're just farming every day, the game can end up feeling a bit stagnant or stale, so I recommend, if you are going for Legendary, switch up your farming habits. Don't just farm nodes, don't just champion farm, jump from one to the other. And I plan on doing some champion farming whenever I know there's a Zerg currently on my server up there in Frostgorge. But for the most part, I will be node farming. Just be aware that I will have to occasionally take a break from node farming. Well, just from farming in general. So the next part could take a while as well, considering this one took a long time. Anyway, I believe I mentioned everything. Introduction, the NPC in the Pirates Jumping Puzzle, how I got to the Gift of Magic, the components, what I plan on getting, how I plan on getting it. Yeah, I mentioned everything. Now for the final rundown of all the components we currently have. As of now, we currently have the Gift of Mastery, the Gift of Twilight, our 77 Mystic Clovers, and our Gift of Magic. Now what we need is the Gift of Might, our 250 glops of ectoplasm, and our precursor. So there are 3 components remaining, and we will be getting the Gift of Magic. Or the Gift of Might. Now, for me, that means I need to get 195 Vicious Claws, 195 Armored Scales, and 146 Ancient Bones. So yeah, this will take a little time. I'll try and make sure it doesn't take as long as this part did compared to, when I last uploaded my other bit. And I believe that's everything. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you are making good progress on your legendary, whether you're ahead of me, behind me, or at the same point. And yeah. Thanks for watching. And please consider subscribing. I will see you all next time.